Hey, Tony Gash is here. Popping in with another episode of Talks with Tony. Now, I'm going in order on the email still. I had to skip a couple of them because one of them had, a clinical term in it. And as a life coach, I don't deal with clinical terms. So y'all keep in mind when you write me, don't diagnose the person that you with because I can't speak on that, okay? Yes, we talking just real life, general terms, layman terms, not clinical diagnosis that a doctor has to label this person as this, not you labeling them based on your Google research, okay? So, and if you are a doctor or you've went to a doctor and the doctor labeled them, then you got to find a doctor on YouTube who could speak on, clinical terms. I don't speak in terms. We just talking regular layman terms without labels and diagnosis. The next email I had to skip because it was too jumbled up, not enough space. It was real long and it was jumbled, so I couldn't get through that one. But then this one, it seemed formatted. So what I've been doing, I try to read the first two sentences just so I could see if it's going to be some kind of, details in there. This one's not that long. And it says, "Hey Tony, thank you so much for taking the time to read this email. I recently went through a breakup and some of your videos have been helping along my journey to healing. I'm going to try and explain my situation the best way I can." Okay, so I met my ex online. All right, you probably know what I say about that. Well, could have been on social media. He asked me to lunch and we connected instantly. Everything was natural and the chemistry was perfect. We dated for a month, talked every day, went on dates. We then mutually agreed to take it to the next level and started a intimate/exclusive relationship. Everything was fine. I met his friends, his mom. He went all out to celebrate my birthday, etc., etc. One day I wasn't my normal bubbly self and decided to go home instead of go to lunch with him, and he thought I had an attitude. The next day, I received a call from him informing me that he was breaking up with me because of my red flag, and that he decided as a 36-year-old mature man to end the relationship, so there was no need for me to fight for it. He canceled in-person meetups to discuss twice, so I went by his home. He then told me it was really nothing that I did, but he was just going through a lot with his family, etc., and that he wouldn't have the energy to deal with the ups and downs of a relationship, and that he didn't want to have me dangling, waiting on him, and that I should focus on myself. He also said that this is why he never saw himself married. From the connection we had, I truly feel like this could have been my husband. Part of me feels like he may have scared himself due to the quickness of our relationship, or that he's being honest, but the other part of me is still truly confused at the randomness of the breakup over something so minute, and that maybe it was a game. I don't really get grown boy vibes, but I don't know. Need another perspective. Any thoughts? Help me, Tony. Now, y'all gotta use this bright light now. I got the sun shining. Hey, I guess the Lord say we finna come on in the room. Let me invite the Lord in the room. All right. Now, see, when I say that, somebody could have been, a non-believer or something, asked me, "Tony, what do you mean by when you invite the Lord in the room?" I always pray before I do a video. And sometimes if I done started the video and I forgot to pray, I'm not finna start this over because I don't do editing and all of that. And my time is precious, so I just have to invite the Lord in the room right here on the camera. They might give y'all a commercial when I do that, but I don't know. God bless you. Counting his tithes. Now see, I was trying not to laugh on this one. Now I'm really not no laugher. I really don't try to laugh at y'all or nothing like that. But it was funny to me just how slick Buddy was. And the way he came and just like, we done. Just out the, we done. You know what? I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. Yes, I just want to let you know we done. Okay, don't try to fight. Don't waste any of your time. Bye. That right there gave me a little tickle. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now let me explain this, and this probably shouldn't take no whole hour. Let me explain this one right here to you. Now with this situation, let me see if I could change. Let me see. Now I don't want to hear y'all mouth, but that look like horns on your hat. So now listen to me now. With this one right here, let me help you understand something. You met them online, okay? You always got to be careful when you meet somebody online. The next thing what you got to understand is, y'all got to forgive me because look, lint and stuff right here from a carpet and the sun shining. So y'all got to just understand we got little lint visitors and whatnot. Oh, honey, you need to get a dust fan. All that dust ain't good for you. Listen, honey, all right? Now, what you got to understand about this is when you meet a man online, that's always a risk, even if it's Facebook, even if it's Instagram. So the other thing what you got to understand is you have to have some things in place. Now, what I mean by that is, y'all got to forget that light. I just can't deal seeing with the dust, lint flying. What that mean is you have to, I think I might have a video called How to Online Date. And can't remember what I said, but this might be the updated advice on that. Listen, when you meet a man online, before you meet him in person, you need to do 10 FaceTime dates. Have at least 10 dates on FaceTime, not telephone, on FaceTime. Those FaceTimes need to be 1 hour a piece each. So it need to be 10 hours of face-to-face conversation on WhatsApp or FaceTime or whatever y'all have, if you have Android. And so whatever face thing they got, Skype, that's what you got to do. 10 hours of talk time face-to-face. If 2 or 3 of those is by phone, it don't count. Because you need to know you talking to John. And you ain't talking to Francisco in a whole nother country and he's trying to get a MoneyGram or Western Union from you. So you need to look him in his face where you can read his interactions, read his emotions, and get all that from him, okay? Now, the next thing what you want to do is after you feel comfortable with him, if you go 10 hours of face-to-face talk time on FaceTime or Skype, and you still don't feel comfortable, go 15, go 20. Don't meet up with a man in person until you feel comfortable. Now, what I could see your little picture on here because Gmail got pictures. And so I could kind of read you a little here. And now what I could tell is you thirsty for a relationship. You thirsty for a relationship because there's not a plethora of men that's bamming down your door and chasing you. And the reason being is because you kind of have like a motherly, auntly, grandmotherly look. You're not really focused on sex appeal and things like that. You kind of wholesome and classy, but right now your look is not being praised in the media. So men are easily programmed and men are looking for a certain type of look today. And your look is outside of that. Just as equally, fair, beautiful, or whatever you want to call it, just as equally valuable, but things happen in seasons. So in one season, it's going to be a light-skinned woman. One season, it's going to be a dark-skinned woman. One season, it's going to be the thick woman. One season, going to be the slim woman. One season, going to be the tall, the short. And so based on what the media doing, that's how men are looking for who they looking for. So understand that. Now, on the other side of this, what you have to understand is when a man meets you online, he already knew this whole thing. So what you going through, you living through it like day to day, but he already knew all of this. This was his plan. This what he do with a different woman every month. This what he does. He already noticed. His mama, she shot out. His friends, they shot out. They meet a different woman every month. And to them, they get a good laugh by another woman. And how he playing it off to them is, man, it's hard to find a wife. Like, I'm just dating around and I'm looking for the right one. He's not telling his mama, I am a liar, a cheater, and a dog. So when you meet a different woman every month, it's really because I'm tricking them out their panties and I'm sleeping with them, lying to them, and then I'm cutting them off. So thank you for aiding and abetting to my tomfoolery. No, he telling his mama, Mom, just please, when you meet a woman, don't take it that serious. Don't feel like I'm disrespecting you. I'm really just bringing her over so that you can meet her and you can give me your feedback on her, because I trust your opinion. I value your opinion. And so I want to hear what you have to say about her before I really get too serious. So that's how he done finessed his mama to meet all these women. So now she thinks she the love whisperer. Okay, son. So let me tell you about this one. All right. So what we have here, okay, this particular one, all right, she looks like the lady from The Help. You remember the movie? It was set in Mississippi and the black ladies were maids. Okay. So she looks like one of those maids. And so what that means is she may be subservient, submissive. It means she's down home. It means she's thirsty and desperate for a man, because you know y'all men not really checking for, you know, the quaint, quiet, conservative woman. Y'all looking for the women with the big booty, all the rest out, all the booty out. You know, what you said they are, a thought. Yes, that's what y'all looking for. So she doesn't fit that. So you maybe could run all over her, and I didn't raise you like that. So that's what the mama doing. That's what she think she is. She don't know her son finessing her, because he not telling her, Mama, I'm sleeping with these women. He ain't telling her that. Because, and so this is the thing with y'all women, y'all think that means something. And I don't know how to let y'all know. And I'm trying to get y'all to understand this. I don't know how to let y'all know. Hey, now hold on right quick. Y'all gotta forgive me. That light bothered me. But now I don't want y'all hollering about it. So I don't know how to let y'all know this, but it does not mean anything when a man introduce you to his friends or his mama. That don't mean nothing. Mamas used to that. They used to meeting people. Mamas is like, get that hole, because this where you need to be at right there. My mentor.life. Y'all got to forgive me. So mamas used to this. The mama like, okay, here go another one. Oh, hey, how you doing? Great to meet you. Yeah, I love your ensemble there. What is Nigerian ensemble? Oh, okay, I love that. So the mama, she used to mean women. That don't mean nothing. But see, what happened is with y'all women, when a man introduces you to his mama, you drop your guards. Oh, I done met his mom. And don't let his mama not look shot out. She might be shot out, but you can't tell it. What I mean, she just might be naive, gullible, and an enabler of her son. I don't mean she snorting powder. Now, some of their mama is snorting powder, and you can tell it. So you don't really drop your guards for meeting his mom, who may be struggling with an addiction. So you looking like, she meet everybody. She was talking to the roaches last night. Okay, hey, how you doing, mama? Okay, all right, let's go. So now you ready to break up with him, because you like, that's going to be my mother-in-law. Ooh, she kind of struggling right now. And so you judging. That ain't right. Pray for her. But you wrong for it. But that's what you do. So now when you meet a mama who she may be dressed decent, look nice, look classy, you drop your guards. So now this right here say, we dated a month, talked every day, went on dates. We then mutually agreed to take it to the next level and started a intimate / exclusive relationship. Now see, when you say intimate, get the right distance. This all I hear when you say intimate. That you was on your bike. Okay, that's all I hear. That you was on your bike. And so if you got on your bike a month in, everything lost. Everything lost. At that point right there, you go from wife to loose booty 901. Just like that. Voila. Vanished. It's a wrap. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how mature you think you is. I don't care how many degrees you got. If you get on your bike within 3 months of meeting a man, you immediately reduce from wife to jump off. Point blank period. Especially today. Now see, back in the day, men probably ain't look at it the same. I don't know. But today, it's just so many loose booty that you get judged harsher. So that's what that was. So from the moment that happened, and see, this is the other thing too, that some of y'all ladies don't understand. This is a sad part. This is a tough part. This is a tough part. A lot of these relationships end like this so fast, and you kind of have to be expecting it. You don't mention it. You don't bring it up, but you kind of got to be bracing yourself so that you're not just free falling. Don't just free fall in love. Okay, you got to stand in love. You got to walk in love. Do not fall in love. Okay. And see, some of y'all, you just meet somebody, you so ready, you so thirsty, you so desperate, you dehydrated. You hear what I'm saying? And you just fall in love. You cannot fall. You got to walk in it. Okay, then you got to stand in it. But see, I'm going to tell y'all something that you don't want to hear. One part of this is sometimes your breath stink. Okay, sometimes. All right, sometimes the vajay got a little extra, your pH off. Okay, your pH is off. And it's just a little stronger. Just a little stronger than he was expecting. Okay, he expected to have a little, a little flavor. He expected just a little something now. Just a little moisture from the sunlight. But it was just a little stronger than what he was ready for. Just a little more sour. Just a little. You eat some sour and it hit you right there. Just. So he went down to some peach cobbler, and it was a wild berry cobbler. And he was like, whoa, okay. Tongue went to burning a little bit because the pH was off. And so understand this now. That'll get you left. All right. You use the bathroom. You forgot to use poopery. That'll get you left. You ate garlic. Went to talking too much. That'll get you left. Okay, you pull that lace front off. When that lace front came off, you went from Janet Jackson to Freddie Jackson. Now, or you sat down and you went to scratching, and that wig went to doing like this. He lost his mind. So, and see, this is the issue. The reason why I'm bringing up these things is because you got on your bike too fast. See, what you got to realize, all of this little stuff that seems and sounds petty, it's a big deal when a person don't love you. It's a big deal when a person don't know you. And just flip the script. Just flip the script. If you got intimate with a man, and when you went to sing on that microphone, and you went to get you old lick, and the next thing you know, you get your old lick. I'm gonna cut my TV on. And that thing smelled like a back of a barn, and you got choked. You gonna continue with that relationship? This day 31, this day 32, and this man just whipped out this thing, and it just a little hint just hit you. Oh,
good. Oh, good.
Now see, you might not know. You might not know you had an off day. You might not know you was just, the conversation just had you a little more ready than you thought. And this happens a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. In quick situations like this, a lot of times it's something very, very petty that him not having love for you, it turned him off. A lot of times it's something like that. Now, if it's none of that, and you say, listen, Tony, I soak in the bathroom. I know I'm fresh. I brush my teeth twice a day. I don't wear weave. I'm a natural. So it ain't none of that. If it's none of that, then what it is this was his plan all along. This what he does. If it's nothing physical that turned him off, but it is something a little bit physical that turned him off, because a man will stay if the physical is all the way where he wanted to be. If the physical all the way where he want to be, he not gonna let you go in within 2 months. He gonna stay to get his fullness of you, especially if you intimate with him. So what a man gonna do, he gonna front, back, missionary, doggy. He gonna go down the line, back seat of the car, front seat of the car. Okay, library, bathroom. All right, church parking lot. He want to get his fullness of you, and that might take him a year to flip you and toss you how he want to toss you, flip you and toss you. And so that might take him a year. That's what you got to understand. When all the physical is where he wanted to be, he's not gonna leave within 2 months like this here brother did. And so when a brother got his mind made up that he just coming to wham bam, thank you ma'am, what he gonna do is he looking for one thing. Now again, the whole lesson to this, stay off your back. Every email I get, y'all on your back. I ain't got no email that somebody say, Tony, I am abstinent until marriage. Can somebody please write me who abstinent until marriage and got left? No. Everybody on your back. That's the problem with this society. Today, you can't be sleeping around today. It's just the world moved too fast. With all these dating sites, all this social media, if you coming off the goods too quick, it's too many options. Stay off your back. You hear me? Open your eyes, open your ears. Close your legs, close your mouth. Because some of y'all got your legs closed and got your mouth open. On the microphone, choking. And so understand this. Karaoke night. So understand what I mean by this. And some people say, what do he mean by singing on the microphone? All right. Come on. Can we? Do I got to spell everything out? We all adults here now. So some of you got your legs closed but your mouth open. And you think that's better than having your leg. No, it's all the same. It is all the same. Close your mouth. Close your legs. Open your eyes. Open your ears. Pay close attention. You hear what I'm telling you? When y'all do that, you save all the trouble. So now you would have met his friends. You would have met his mama. And if he want to leave you, you ain't lost nothing. Now it's another body on your record. Now you got another body to add to your record. Everybody you add, your value go down. Men and women. Everybody that we add to our list, your value go down. It's like getting in a wreck in a car. That Carfax gonna show that wreck. That car worth less now. You know what I'm saying? It's like being caught in a flood in a car. It's worth less now. It's a lemon. You hear me? And some of y'all then been so squeezed, you lemonade. More than a lemon. You hear what I'm telling you? And so stay off your back. All right? Go to the Lord. Become a born again virgin. Renew yourself. All right? Now you knew you ain't slept with nobody. You a born again virgin. And then stay a born again virgin until you get married. That's the biggest lesson right here. Now see, what's going to happen is when he left you and he 36. That's how old I'm here. He 36. He a mature man. Boy, please. Now, one thing you got to do is be thankful. Be thankful that he trying to leave you. But this is the thing now. When you went back and he said it's nothing really with you, it's my family, it's just I'm going through a lot, etc., etc. What he trying to do right there is he trying to keep you to keep begging him to come back, to work it out, to sit down and talk this thing out. Because you think he could be that's not your husband. He already knew you was a jump off from day one. You went in with pure intentions. This is what I try to tell you. Just because your intentions are pure does not mean everybody you meet gonna have pure intentions. 9 out of 10 men you meet have bad intentions. You have to understand that and be ready for that, and you got to protect yourself. So understand that right there. Okay? So your intentions were pure, so that's why you see him as a potential husband. His intentions are nowhere near pure, so that's why he see you as a jump off. And so what happened is after he slept with you, he was waiting for the next thing. So one day you were not your typical bubbly self. Okay, maybe your menstrual's on. It was time for your menstrual. Or maybe you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Maybe somebody got on your nerves at the job. Something like that'll happen. You was not your bubbly self. Maybe you want to see if he was going to give you some attention. Maybe you want to get babied. I hope it's not the latter. I hope it ain't you wanting to get babied. You want to get some attention. So you want to fake sad to see if he going to hug and kiss you on the forehead. I hope you want attention seeking behavior. Because that really backfired if that's what it was. If it was something else, natural cause, you know, I don't know what if it's called PMS or whatever it is, if it's menopause, I don't know what it is. If it was a natural cause or just life itself or whatever, you weren't feeling good, and then he cuts you off right then that lets you know right then already you don't want this man. Because this man can't even deal with the ebbs and flows of human life. That lets you know right already you don't want, this ain't a man for you. Okay? Point blank period. And so now the next thing what you had to, then you tried to meet up and discuss 2 times. I'm gonna tell you why you can't really meet up and discuss. Then you popped up at his house. He really can't meet up and discuss because now he don't want to risk being seen out with you because now he done met a new woman online. So now he got to take her on her dates. Now he got to take her to meet his friends and his mama so he could get her on her bike. And then he's gonna keep doing this until he find a woman that won't get on her bike. When the woman won't get on her bike, that's when he gonna finally step it up and say, okay, I got to go all the way with this woman. I'm gonna have to marry this woman. And then that's when he finally gonna man up and fall in love. Until he meet a woman that's not gonna get on her bike, he gonna keep being a grown boy. Keep being a dog. He waiting on a woman to hold him accountable. You got on your bike, you fell for the trap, he got you, wham bam, thank you ma'am. You caught your attitude, didn't want to go to dinner. Wasn't really an attitude, but it was an attitude. Your attitude wasn't in a good place that day. You was feeling down. You was feeling bad. Still an attitude. You ain't wasn't directed at him, but it's still a bad attitude. He called it a bad attitude. He took it personal. You showed him his escape route. Now he said, here I go. Thank you. Finna leave ya. Because didn't want you anyway. Just want to sleep with you. Already slept with you. Thank you. Did that too fast. Maybe had you made me wait, I'll still be here waiting on you. Trying to get in them draws, and not his attitude wouldn't have bothered me, and I would have kissed you on the forehead and begged you and bothered you and babied you and cooked dinner, come over there and brought you dinner to your house. But because I don't love you and because you already slept with me, I'm finna go on about my business because now I got other people that I need to fool and bamboozle. All right, send him this. Now when you send him this video, he gonna know that I'm telling the truth. Now he finna come tell you I'm full of it. Tell you he actually love you, care for you, and want to be with you. And now he gonna be with you just to win. He gonna be with you just to win. But this man don't bit more want you than the man on the moon. You hear me? This man don't bit more want you than the man on the moon. You hear me? Than a can of paint. He want a can of paint more than he want you, because at least that paint, you can paint the walls the color of mine. But he don't want you more than a can of paint. You hear me? Because it is too soon for him to be leaving you because you said, listen, I'm not feeling good. I don't want to go to lunch. See, this is why I try to tell y'all, sometimes you got to step outside and you got to look in. Step outside and you got to look in. And then you look in and you pretend you on the phone with your homegirl, with your girlfriend, whichever you call her, and she say to you, hey, I'm dating this man and we hit it off. Everything is great. You know, we making good love. And then we were supposed to go out to lunch one day. But girl, you know how it is. Sometimes you cramp. And so I'm cramping. And I'll tell him like, listen, I'm not feeling too good. So I want to take a rain check on lunch. And then he calls me the next day and breaks up with me. Like, what do you think that's about? Like, do you think like I upset him that bad? Like, what do you think that is? You see what I'm saying? She's saying this to you. You're going to be like, what? You're going to say, girl, good riddance. That is not a real man. Any man that leave you just because you canceled lunch because you were not feeling good. Oh my goodness. Good riddance. Girl, let him go and be glad that it was less than 2 months. Please go on about your business. You see what I'm saying? If you step on the outside and look in, that answer is simple and easy. But because you in it, you like, man, I want to work this thing out. You say, from the connection we had, I truly feel like this could have been my husband. Part of me feels like he may have scared himself due to the quickness of our relationship and that he's being honest. But the other part of me is still truly confused at the randomness of the breakup over something so minute. And that maybe it was a game. It was all a game. It's still something very minute. But see, the thing is, this breakup is not random. It feel random to you because you in it. You in the matrix. Like you going through it, like you really being honest and true. You know, so it feel like that to you. But for him, oh no, this real. For him, he already had this plan. For him, it ain't random at all. It's on the exact date. He had that date circled on his calendar. Right up in right here, right about around month and a half, 2 months, I'm finna got to go, cause I ain't got too much time to spend with her. Cause if she didn't let me knock her down in the first 45 days, okay, boom, that means I'm on track. I might sleep with 12 women this year. I'm on track. So he getting notches in his belt. That's why he's already ready to go. So understand that. So with this one right here, again, unfortunately, I wish I could find more emails that say, hey, work it out. You can work it out. But listen, again, this is another email. All right, order in the court. Order in the court. Leave them. Go on about your business. Go on about your business. The verdict is go on about your business. And I'm going to tell you what you do. Block him. Block him on everything he can't reach you. Now, he might show up at your house. Just let him stand out there and knock. The same way you let that process server come out there and knock because you owe that credit card. And they're trying to take you to court, just let them stand out there and knock like you're a process server. You hear me? Don't even answer them. Don't even answer. Before you go outside, look left and right out your window. Make sure he ain't out there before you go outside, so you ain't got to bump into him. Go on about your business. Because see, now when you block him, when you cut him off, when you stop chasing him, you stop reaching out, he liable to come back. Most likely, he probably going to try to inch his way on back. So understand that right there now. But with this one, go on about your business. Now I see your RN, okay, and then you got RN money. So that lets you know he really just, and you're a licensed hairstylist, okay. Your BSN, RN, all right, yeah, you good and successful. So I'm gonna tell you like this right here. You got RN money, and he's still trying to lead you. Still trying to lead. Oh, okay, I just scrolled down. I see you sent a correction to the email. Correction, it was 2 months of dating. Then we decided to become exclusive. And 3 weeks later, he ended the relationship. If the timeline matters. Now see, this is the thing. Is it does matter. But it just matter is if y'all started sleeping together when you became exclusive, or if y'all just was dating. And then 3 weeks later, so now if you never slept with him, because you ain't said explicit we slept together. But if you never slept with him, let me read the rest of this. Prior to the breakup, he always said that he enjoyed our relationship because it happened naturally and nothing was forced. But when breaking up with me, he said he was pressured and it went too fast. Was it that he was committed only when he viewed things as going well, but not committed enough to deal with the expected downs in a relationship? All this just mean he a liar. That's all this right here just mean he's a liar. He's a gamer. Okay, he like to play games. That's all that he was planning to leave. You did not say y'all slept together, but this to me reeks of y'all slept together too soon. If y'all did not sleep together, then you could woosah breathe easy because you didn't lose that part of you. Now, if you was all right, that's just as bad. So yeah, still slap yourself on that. If he was down there, peach cobbler, that's just as bad because could have gave you something still. So anything y'all went on to that bedroom, that's a no-go. That's a nay. No. Slap yourself. All right. Inside of 3 months, to be honest with you too, the other part of this, let's say no intimacy, let's say no fornication was involved in this situation. The other part of this is it takes a man about 3 months to make a decision. So to be honest with you, this is a natural occurrence. This is actually 3 months. You should not get your hopes up with a man until you've been dating exclusively for 3 months. Like when you start to get a little happy, but not too happy even then still. Because some men slower than others. Some men gonna take 6 months, some gonna take 12 months. But at the 3 month mark, you kind of got to be to where, okay, good riddance, I'll wash my hands with it. Like you got to be okay with getting left 3 months or less. Because that saves you time. You get to maximize your time now. Imagine how he drug you out 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 15, 18, 21, 24 months like a lot of women get done. A lot of women get drug out for years and that man knew from day one that he was never going to marry her and that he was going to use her, ride her, flip her and toss her every way he wanted to do. Get all the money and loans that he could get from her, use her for everything that he wanted to use her for, and then find a reason to break up with her. And see, one thing about a relationship is a relationship will always give a man a reason to leave. Because like you say, the expected downs. A relationship has expected downs. So, in your words, so therefore, a man will always be able, a man who don't want you, a man who is not a man, a grown boy, will always be able to find something to ride on out of Dodge on. Just hitch his thing to that horse and get on out of Dodge. He will always be able to ride an argument right on out the relationship. But guess what? When it happened, you got to be glad it happened. You got to change your perspective and you got to stop saying, oh wow, I missed the love of my life. And you got to start saying, wow, I dodged the bullet. Oh my goodness, my life has been spared. Wow, my life has been saved. Like my life savings, my IRA, my 401k. Oh my God, my future, everything has been saved because this man decided to leave. Thank you, Lord, for protecting me and keeping me and just moving his heart to leave your daughter alone instead of dragging me along for years and years like so many of these men have done women that I've heard of or know about or seen with my own two eyes. Like if you look around, you done seen men drag a woman through it for years and then leave. So in this situation right here, for listen to me, y'all, anything definitely under a year you could be happy about, but the shorter it was, the happier you should be. Because it saves you time. You can't get your time back. So be so thankful that he didn't lie to you and mislead you for 6 months, for 9 months, for 12 months. You hear me? On average, men today wasting women time, 2 to 3 years of a woman life is getting wasted today. On average. On average. So if you up under that this man ghost or he break up with you or he leave you, hey, please be happy about that. Be happy about that. Hey, this Tony Gaskin, 9 or 8 me a little bit, but this talking is draining, okay? And I done talked 3 hours a day. I done did 2 1-hour videos and I had an hour phone call. So that's 3 hours I've been on dealing with people stuff. No, I had another phone call that was about 30 minutes. That's 3.5 hours. So hey, I'm gonna go lay down, get my little nap. Hey, God bless you. Listen to this 2 times. Listen to this another 20 minutes if you wanted your hour today. God bless you. We'll talk soon.